Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Abe. How are you, sir? Good morning. Marty. Good morning. Matthew. Good morning, Matthew. Ravindra. Good morning. All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. YouTube, good morning. Facebook, good morning. Twitch, good morning. Twitter, good morning. All right, so what we're seeing here so far at the kind of the opening bell is a 200 NT Rinko and 100 NT Rinko that is in sync on the short side. Resistance coming up with a harmony zone number one at 444 and a half by 54 and a half, and zone number two, which is 69 by 79 and a half. Those are two zones that the market needs to kind of hold on to. Globex is at 69 and a half, and that is going to be also an area of resistance. This zone between this area right here, that that area, the shorts need to protect it along with that top end of it. So as long as we'll reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 460 at the open, and as the market expands its ranges, especially at the open, you're gonna get potentially an attempt at that level right here. Okay, so you have also a 20, a captain set up long that got uh, checked twice and ran up. So any shorts at the open needs to break 415 in order to gather some momentum. We're 1 minute away from the cash market right here. First 15-20 minutes, we definitely want to spend that time learning the day. We have crude oil inventory report at 9:30. That's pretty much. Here comes that sellers punching in. Target for this rotation, by the way, is 394 half. 394 half. The market is lining up itself on the short side. Rallies are shortable. Greg, good morning. Brad, good morning. Target is 394 half. 394 half. We're right at it, and target is hit. The next target is 369 and a half. Harmony zone number one shifted as resistance to 419 by 429. 444 by 54 is zone number two, and the neutral zone as well has shifted to this area here. AKU, good morning, good morning. Shorts are in charge of the narrative. The market was lined up short to begin with in the morning, and we're getting that push. Target is 369 half. Reevaluate if the market breaks anything above 435. Rallies are shortable in this market in a fast price action. Let's take a look at ES here very quickly. ES is not doing much of nothing. It's really trading in and around Globex in a very choppy manner. No, hardly any expansion of the range. We have to either break above 250 or break under 225. We're right at Globex right now, just spinning our wheels. So there's definitely a difference in between how NQ and ES are trading. NQ is weaker than ES. Okay, so that's an interesting behavior. So we're testing the top end of that channel. Shorts are still in charge. 407. Steven, good morning. Good morning, Steven. All right, so what are we seeing here? I mean, they're just consolidating from that early move. We're very close to the middle of the range on the 200 NT Rinco. The pressure is still on though. It's consolidation with a short pressure. You have harmony zone number 1 and 2 uh, as resistance to any upward momentum. It's very choppy too. Like 1, 2, 3 switch trades in a row. The expectation is to see the target of 369. I mean, that's basically the target. It's just the market going through this consolidation. 369 is the next target. There's a captain set up short on the 40 at the 90. And there's two of them, one on the 30, one on the 40. So basically 408 is a very critical level. The shorts need to continue to protect it, and if they run past it and above it to the 10, then most likely we're gonna push up into the 30s and the 40s. So the 08 is a critical level, and our target is 369. Shorts are in charge. Captain set up switch trade. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, whenever see that kind of behavior, they typically will run it back up. It just you really needed to kind of in those three candles in a row run down to and close that target. So we're gonna get a counter trend here. So watch out your short positions. This market has the capacity to start running to the 400 and 408 the way the market came into that level. That area right here, that they needed to conclude that target. We come back to that target again. Our target remains 369. We're about to hit it. Target is hit. Next target, 344 and a half. Harmony zone number one shifted to 94 by 404, 419 by 429. Rallies are shortable in this environment, and we're looking for signals along with we'll reevaluate this market if we break anything above 410. We're in the middle of the range on the 200 into Rinko, so I'm expecting some pauses and counter trends coming in and around this current area that we are in. So you're just gonna, be careful with your shorts. The direction is short. The target is 344. Location is the middle of the range here. 344, next target. Here we go again. They're trying to hold on to that target. The same behavior, so we should expect a bit of a push to the upside, maybe 64, 65. They're coming back in on that. 44 as the target. We're about to hit it. See, whenever they pause right at it and they reverse, you should expect a bit of a bounce. Now it depends on how strong the market is on that level. But now, since we hit that target, we have another target coming up. That target is 319 and a half. Harmony zone number one, resistance number one is 69 by 79, and 94 by 404 is harmony zone number two. Those are our resistant bands. So those have to hold. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 385. Rallies are shortable on signals. We're continuing to look for 319 and a half. ES is broke Globex, and let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, we need that separation. We're starting to separate, and ES is helping NQ in its selling pressure. Yeah. All right, we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. So what we're seeing here is the market is making a higher low. Um, there is a pause in price action. See that kind of behavior right here, this higher low. Like really, the market needs to break that 40 and do that very soon, or otherwise we're going to be trading here and potentially trading in this block in the next 10 minutes. So this is a rounding behavior that the market is doing, and ES can go back and tag 238 and push the price of NQ back up here and here. So just watch out on your short in this location, and this location is known for this sideways rotations. You're in the middle of the range on the 200 NT Rinko. So this has to happen, and happen very soon. I'm looking at rallies, any rallies as a shorting opportunity. but it needs to be, the environment needs to continue to be um, a short environment. All right, we got 6 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna counter this market. They're gonna. It looks like they're trying to stabilize it, and a break above 60 is gonna push up to 70, 80. Then the market will park itself between 80 and 95 in the next 10 minutes. This is not the shorts. There's a shift happening here, and just don't overcommit to the short side right here. We're gonna get a counter trend. And there's a 30 NT Rinko captain set up short at 46 that got rolled over. So that's going to be the trap that the market will use for a run up. I'm looking at rallies as a shorting opportunity in this market till proven otherwise. But I'm seeing at a minimum consolidation here and a little bit of a bid that is accumulating. So any shorts here will have to be very quick scalps. Yeah, they're liking that 40. They're liking that 40. They're liking that 40. If we break 58, we're gonna get a captain setup long on the 50 NT Rinko. So that would be important. So if they hold the 40 and get the 58, we're gonna get a push to the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, they're pausing the market around that 40. I mean, if we start breaking here, then you're going to pick up some steam, momentum. Ultimately, our target is that 319 and a half. And here comes that 9 o'clock. So we hit our target. Next target is 294 and a half. Harmony zone number 1 is 44 by 54. 69 by 79 is harmony zone number 2. And we'll reevaluate if we break anything above 360. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit of our counter trend here. Yeah, we have in 24 minutes, 24 minutes the crude oil inventory report. So we're coming up to Harmony Zone number one, which is the first time we actually go back and test an actual resistance level. All the moves that we had earlier, the market just continued to make a small little bounce and then continue to the next target. But here we're getting we're coming up to the top of that range, coming up to resistance area. The shorts are in control. Ooh, it's no good. No good, Matthew. That's okay, man. I mean, you took the right. I don't know what. Let me just send you a private message. Yeah, it's a directional market this morning, so we're the longs have not been backing and filling, which really kind of gives you somewhat of a two-sided market that. All right, so I mean, right now the market is gonna stabilize. We're gonna go to four. Excuse me. We're gonna go to 345. Once we go to 345, the 200 and the 100 is out of sync. Once they do that, then what you're getting is a two-sided market, where we can come in and scalp on the upside uh, on pockets that make sense. But we have to get to the 345 first. And now they're consolidating. We're going to get to 345 here in seconds, which is going to really, you disconnect the market. Here you go. So now it's a two-sided market. You're going to get a leg in on the long side that's going to be active here, and potentially we're going to get to the 60s, to the 70s. Up in the 70s, if we get to the 70s, we that would be a place where the market can pause and reverse, and then they'll spend some time between harmony zone number 1 and 2 and play that game for a little while. But the market is no longer purely directional. Now it's a two-sided market where the longs are active. That's that's the one that you were looking for, Matthew. You really have to kind of wait for, at a minimum, get the 100 NT Rinko in your favor. Then that will give you a little bit more stable price action to counter trend. All right, so we're gonna get a pullback here. We want to see if we can make a higher low. This structure is a short structure. All right, now let's see how far they want to go back up now. Like right here, they typically will go to 42 and then oscillate back to target number 2. Let's see if that's what they want to do here. Yeah, we should see a push back up. 45, back to 45. Yeah, they'll take it to 45. Here we go. All right. So this type of pattern, they're trying to stabilize it. So they're establishing a channel. They're going back. They break it, then retest it, and they do all these kind of things. It's a two-sided market behavior, and it's not decisively short, not decisively long. They're going to be playing games within that range. The good news for the shorts is we didn't go past the 60, and that was a critical level. Okay, the fact that we're trading under harmony zone number one, that means this is holding up as a resistance. If we start breaking anything under 318, that will put the market in a on a short footing again. 318. I haven't put in any trades in so far. I'm just spending I'm spending enough time with this market to figure it out first and see what's winning. Obviously, the shorts were winning. Now the longs are trying to make a comeback. Yeah, and especially with this type of behavior. Okay, so they're gonna punch it back up. All right, all right. So we're seeing the range bound market right here in the two-sided market. They're making lower highs. They're coming back to this resistance area, and they're reacting to it. The shorts will take control if we break anything under 318. Right now, the market is susceptible for run-ups and rundowns, meaning you're gonna get a box of sellers and a box of buyers, and they're just gonna toss the market around in a non-directional way. Most likely, we're gonna see 60, and soon. Hey, good morning. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. So, I mean, persistent selling pressure every time we come up to harmony zone number one. So they did it here. Here we go back. All of it is characteristic of sideway, two-sided market with a bias toward the short side. And 60 will get us to pause from the idea of the swing trade short. And most likely we'll visit it at some point this morning. So if you ever want to know what consolidation looks like, it's usually when the 200 and the 100 are out of sync, and then you get a pattern of you take out the lows, like for example this right here. Take out, so you made a low, you take out the low, and you run up. Take out the low from here, I mean the highs from here, then come back down. And that usually is just the sign of a consolidation. You have a switch trade, say you there, switch trade long, targets steady 8 and 40 on ES. Give me a second here. Sorry, I thought I was on the mic, but right here we got a captain setup switch trade. I'm expecting a push up there, and it paused. So I took an entry, and I was hoping to see a push to that 52 very quickly, and the market was not doing it. So here we go again. I'm gonna have to reduce my size from 3 to just 1. Okay, and let's see if I can get a push. And we should get a push right here into if I break anything above 50, I should get to the 55 very quickly. And here it comes. Ah, all right. I mean, hit that target and came back in. The longs are, they're inching their way into this market. Not a lot of momentum to the upside here, but we took two winners. It's very small winners. I'm gonna leave it alone. I mean, we took two trades in one spot. That's enough. And they get to the 60, we'll talk. I don't think I made $100 on all of that. Let's see. So these are the decisions, the two longs, one for three contracts, and the second one is for one contract. So we're up 150. All right, let's see if we can put on a decent long. GED, good morning. It's a two-sided market, so they're inching themselves, but you could see how very tight and consolidated the market is right here. I'm expecting a push to the 60, and it's going to happen here fairly soon. ES is going to Globex, and if it start trading above Globex, you're going to see 40. 40 is going to help NQ get to 60. The market is a two-sided market uh, with a bias toward the shorts. But we're trying to, find. I mean, right here, the only thing that got me long is the fact that I have this formation. That's a captain setup and a switch trade in a decent bull market. This thing will go up 20 points in seconds. But here we go. I mean, they tested it again, and I took the test, but I'm not gonna trade three times the same spot. I mean, I'm just not gonna do that. We should see 60. ES paused at Globex. There you go. Predictable behavior. Consistent with the two-sided market. And we have harmony zone number 2, which is 69 by 79. What the tendency of the market to do here is just to trade in a range. So they most likely will run up into that area and start fading back into harmony zone number 1, and they just toss around for a little bit before they make a decision. Okay, so then you'll find them trying to buy it here and punch it back up to 60. So there you're getting that behavior. As long as we continue to trade above 35, then that type of behavior can present itself. 35 is a critical level. It's the beginning of the captain setup switch trade uh, that the market put on. Shingo, good morning. You see that? You see that? Okay. Higher lows and higher lows, and they're just gonna keep playing that game till they're. That's all the signs of consolidation, non-directional market. The interesting part about all of this is, yeah, we're not getting to harmony zone number two, which is that 69 by 79. Yeah, I mean, we hit, say it's just 38. We hit that Globex, and Globex has been an issue. Yeah, so they put on a switch trade, they tested it, ran it up to Globex, and got faded back in. Now they're retesting that whole structure. It's just a very, very tight price action. We're not trending, and we have to adjust our thinking from a trending market to a non-trending consolidated market. Here we go. We should punch up to the 60 again. At least the market is trying. Here we go. We should burst up into 60, 65 very quickly here. And as we get into those 70s, you'll see you know, the fading behavior come back in. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is where this stuff can get a little bit tricky, but I'm gonna go in here and go take a short and look for a break back to 60. Ah. Come on, baby. Let's push. Let's push. Let's push. I'll take it. I'll take some here. I still like it. I still like it for the 60, for the 64, 60. It should get there, but I want to see another lower high, and I'll get back in. Yeah, if they close that candle, yeah, we're gonna get. They're gonna try to get to that 60s. Here you go. They just needed to be a little bit more patient, but nonetheless, the idea is the idea. It's a good one. We made a little bit off of it. Looked a little bit sketchy, but we managed a profit. So that ended up making us a little bit more. So we're at that 249. And let's move on to the next decision. So, but I guess my point here is, do you see this behavior? Do you see how the market gets to that top end, then they come back and retest harmony zone number one, and they're gonna probably buy it up here back to the 65. We see this on a daily basis. Like, it's just, it's it happens, but it's rare where they go right through those two levels and those two harmony zones and not, pause back and fill. It just, it's a rare occurrence of them just kind of running right through it. So these levels are shortable into the middle of the range, back into harmony zone number one, and right here it's buyable back up to these levels, and you're gonna see that back and forth going on. All right, so how's everybody doing so far? Abe, Brad, Marty, where we at, Marty? Matthew, any recovery? Ravindra, how we're doing? Sheila, Steven, how's Steven doing? Sayed, Shingo, GED, hi, AKU, where we at? All right, so nice fade from here all the way down. Look at that thing. Now the market is in sync on the short side, and they're pushing. Here we go. What's your target anyway? The 390. Were you wrong? Excuse me, long in that rotation? Yeah, that 40 was a critical level, Matthew. And we saw the captain set up the switch trade. Couple of attempts here. They came retested it one more time. Boom. We expected that move to the 65. We got the 70s, 80, and here the market is typically will just go and counters back. Right at the spot at 54, you're looking at 65.70. It came in a little bit short by a point and a half, and then the whole structure fails. So here we go. The good news, that's the 249. And where are we at here? And those are the decisions we made so far. Most of them are long. and a couple of shorts. Those are the last two shorts that we took. So we're up to 49 and we're equity high. We are equity high, and that's good. We had to kind of recover from that, from those, from this block of days. It was a little bit rough, but we kept it as shallow of a shallow of a dip as possible, and now we're dealing with an equity high. So let's see how far we can push it. All right, guys, thank you very much for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Appreciate you guys spending your day with us. And right now, the market is in sync on the short side, so we're gonna have to kind of look for rallies to short into it and not buy anymore till further notice. We bought couple of times right here for a small amount of money. We shorted here. And let's work for the next signal. So what's the big idea here? What's the big target? 294.5. So that is in play again. Okay? So we went through a phase of selling pressure, and at a break of 46, the market became in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable again on a swing trade basis. We don't want to see 60 again. That's an important level. 60, 65. We don't want to see that. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Dev, from 80, yeah, from 80 to 20 to 20, 60 plus points from that reversal right here. And be honest with you, I mean, I'm sure you were watching, but you saw how they made it look like we're gonna break here, right? They really made it look like, oh boy, here we go. They're gonna run up. And I took a short here. I took another short right there against that high of harmony zone number 2, and the market just kind of get. My target was 62 to 54, and obviously gave a whole lot more than that. Captain set up short right here on 27 and a quarter. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna watch this price here. I gotta take a stop right here. Okay, I took a stop. It needed to hold on and actually reverse to 24 on that one. I didn't need to see a break of that channel. I mean, they could come back up to harmony zone number one and reverse, but that means I have to get in here one and add to it up at 44 and to work that trade, and I rather not do that right here. See that? That's fine. See an add here and try to work it will just add more risk to that trade. Like where I entered, they needed to protect that 35. So sometimes I'm better off just taking my quick stop on one contract and not mess with it. So a 45 would put me at +7. I would have broken even right here at 37. Take your stops. All right, good job. Good job, Matthew. All right, so the market it gets disconnected again, meaning the 200 and the 100 are not in sync anymore again. So that's just the second time they do that today. And we're going to be oscillating back into this area where resistance is 370 to 385 and support is 55 to 30, and the market is going to be in that range. Yeah, thank you, Matthew. Have fun. Where are you going, by the way? All right. Well, enjoy yourself, my friend. We'll see you next week. All right, so they're putting that switch trade right here. We should be pushing to the 70 and 80 off of that formation as long as we continue to hold on to 50, 54. We should see a little bit of momentum stepping in here. We're in the neutral zone right here. So that's an area where we'll get the push up here, like that one right there, to sell off into this area. And here are the buyers stepping in, pushing it back, and they're gonna do, this, and they're gonna take the edges out sometimes and go back above the edges, but they tend to kind of go in the middle of that range. They're just struggling. They're just struggling with Globex on ES. I mean, ES has, keep everything. I'll show you the chart. Keep hitting that. Look how many times. One, two, three, four, five. Keep hitting Globex and just getting faded and faded. Very lethargic price action in ES. The longs need to break the 40. Shorts need to break 33. $62. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not sure. They're saying they may get that 80% for Apex. they may get the 80% back on after this offer of 3 day and 71% expires today. So if you like the 3 day, you probably want to pick up some accounts today. But otherwise, I think potentially they're going to do the 80 percent after today's offer expires. Well, make sure you use the Harmony code, O Harmony. Thank you very much. All right, thank you, Stephen. They're they're chopping it up here. The market is out of sync again. You're getting two switch trades in a row on ES. That type of behavior tends to resolve itself on the upside as long as we do not break anything under 36. We should be seeing 40 and 42 out of this behavior. Whenever you get there's two signals in a row like that. NQ is selling off right now, so but as long as I don't see 36.75 or 36, this type of formation should get to 40. And this formation has two stops actually, 36, 35 and a quarter, and it has 34 and a half. Jared Jones, Mark Cuban. I think Daryl is going to be richer than all of them. Well, the switch trade, that's kind of what we're talking about. So, what is that switch trade? Let me show you examples. Okay, here we go. Well, it's not an exact example, but it's an example nonetheless. See that? How the price gave us one switch trade, meaning the longs put an up candle, down candle, then the third candle is an up candle. So that's a switch trade right here. Then when they shortly after that they do the same formation, then that in essence puts a stop to any long right at 30 and right at 28, and you're looking for a push, and you got the push. So whenever you see that type of behavior, then there is a good probability that the next couple of candles going to be, in this case, on the upside. They can do the same exact formation, but going lower. Let me see if I can find you one here. I might not. Oh, here we go. That's a beauty, actually. Take a look. Right here. See that? Switch trade short. In this case, it's, the first candle is a down candle, up and then down. So that's a 3 candle formation. And then you do it again right after. That's a double double switch trade short. And boom, market made a huge, huge move off of it. So you want the distance between the first switch trade and the second switch trade to be, no more than 3 candles. Like, you don't want to have 5 candles, then you do another switch trade. You want them to do exactly what you're seeing right here. That other one, yeah, you had 1 candle in between. So we got 1 candle. I mean, this one needs to not do what it just did. Yeah. To just, I mean, we got close. We needed a little bit better than 39 and a quarter. We needed 40 and a quarter, another point. A rounding behavior. So a switch trade here, meaning this candle closes lower, will get a flush going down. We are non-directional two-sided market with a bias toward the short side. shoot. Yeah, sorry guys. I thought I was talking in the mic and I had it muted, but that was a good short right there at 41. It's a railroad short, then a switch trade. I actually needed to add to that trade at 37 into the target that I had. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Um, it's supposed it's supposed to make it's connected to my mic right here, and it makes me, hear if I'm talking or not. And I had it turned off by accident. Plus, it muffles my noise because it has a cancellation, noise cancellation, so I don't hear anything around me. Because I have a lot of lights here, and some of them make noise, so I take that off. So that helps me with that. Plus, it makes me look cool. Not really, but that's the short that I took off here. Like that's what we're talking about. We're talking about earlier the the rounding behavior and the fact that the market, if it's going to break this area, we're going to see a push lower, right? Then we got that and we got that, and then I took the target, which is 326, and now we're getting a little bit, I mean, we're getting to the bottom of this range, so the market's trying to stabilize it, but not a bad trade, not a bad trade. So that's that trade right here. So we're up 416, and moving on to the next decision. And that's the 416 right here. Equity high. Anyway, guys, let's just keep working. Yeah. So that structure needed to get in two candles to 40 and a quarter, and that would have gave us the break into 42. We got to 39 and reversed, and that's not what we needed to see out of that structure. So the first stop got hit at 36. So once that happened, I looked at NQ, and what is NQ doing? It was literally doing that rounding top or rounding behavior and the break of that bottom end of that range. So I just went short off of it. I missed one ad, which is the ad right here. I should have been a little bit more aggressive and added to it right there at 37, and then look for that target and look for target number 3 as well. But that's fine. One contract is one contract. I'll take it. and looking for the next trade. Oh, you copied this trade, Dev? Well, you made money. Uh, Straight drop is, do you think the sales will slow down? They are slowing down. Relative to the early price action, we have slowed down. But ultimately, we have a swing trade target that's still active right now. And that target is 294 and a half. The bias in this market is to the short side. The 200 and the 100 are in sync, meaning the market is in harmony on the short side. So the 294 half is a legitimate target. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break anything under above 365 and a half. That will put a stop to the shorts. So if we see that level in the next half an hour, then we know that okay, they're pausing it back again. That will put a pause on the selling pressure. But how we're behaving right now, the big target of 294 is something that we could see coming up. I'm looking for rallies to short into this market right now. This rounding behavior that they did and the break, now they retested it. That's is supporting the selling pressure. If you break 40 and you don't hold on to 50, then the 65 is going to be, the next move for the market. So if I see anything above 40, you know, I'm going to pause on getting short and I'm going to look for the sellers to show up again and go from there. Yeah, that almost tricked me. And I'm getting a marketing call in the middle of trading. I'm like, nah, I pass. All right, so we should be seeing that 25. Okay, here we go. They should flush it right here. Should flush it. See that? A high, a lower, high, and a push lower. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. Sell it, baby, sell it. It's 294. 294 is the target for this rotation. And we're heading that way. There you go. Sell him, boys, sell him. Who's making money out of this selling pressure? Target is 294 coming up. AKU, you're making some money. All right. Marty's making it. We made a little bit. Life is good. Let's go. And target is coming up, and boom, target is hit. Next target is 269 and a half. Rallies are shortable. Harmony zone number one shifted to 19 by 29. Harmony zone number two shifted to 44 by 54. Rallies are shortable into that big next target. So straight drop. I hope you see some of the logic that we're talking about here. Because your question, do I think the sellers are slowing down? No. They slowed down. Now they're picking up. They're all the setups that they're putting on are short. Bigger targets are coming up. 269 coming up. It's a going, going, gone. Where's 269? Let me see here. 80. Let's do that. Oh yeah, 269. Okay, yeah, I see what's going on. Yeah, we hit the entry point for this system right here. We're gonna get a bounce off of it. Then our target is 269. Like literally, we just hit that level. I was wondering why that green line was there. 284. 284 was the level. So our target is 269. We're gonna see a counter trend coming in that's gonna take us to oh 07, oh 015. So watch out. They're gonna just run it back up right now. Yep. Gonna leave it alone. We're looking at rallies as a shorting opportunity toward that big target of 269. They bounced the 84. If they make a higher low here, then I know they're gonna go to oh 07, oh 015, and then we can look for a continuation short. I mean, I don't want to get short down here. I mean, the short was in two spots. One is where I got in the first time. The second one is right here. So right here, it's very susceptible to reversion to the mean type of trade, which takes you to 307, and then they'll flush the shorts back up to 15. Then they'll consolidate there. That's just the typical behavior. So they're doing a switch trade. Then you're gonna see the burst right now to oh 07. Pressure on ES coming in. A close under 30.75 will trigger some shorts to come in. Hmm. That's a double switch trade that they're putting on here. I mean, if they close that candle up on the 20 NT Rinko, if they do that, then we're gonna get a push. It's a scalping push for me. Yeah, it's so tempting, but I gotta wait and see it work. You gotta break above 0225. Check 2010. I don't have that chart. I took it out because of I had too many charts. Here we go. So that 02 and a quarter, you're gonna see that burst of energy to 307. Then you're gonna get that type of behavior coming up right now. But I can take a look at this right here. You really that the shorts gotta take 230. Otherwise, you're gonna go back up to the 35 and potentially the 238. ES. I mean, all day long, all of this is really not even closing 150 NT Rinko candle. So really, very lethargic price action in ES. Here we go into the 15. I knew that was a good one right there. I just didn't want to take it. So I wanted to stay within the trend. But I mean, whenever you see a double, see Sheila, when we're talking about double switch trades, see how that's the same behavior. You see this all everywhere, you know. You see it in YM, you see it in ES, you see it in NQ, you know, you see it everywhere. Has a very high probability of working. You could get a couple of candles in your favor at least, go break even, and then manage the trade for more money or take a very quick and calculated stop. Ain't no sunshine when you go. Who's asking that question? Okay. Yeah, AKU. It just all depends. I mean, I have a bunch of charts here, and there's charts that you see and charts that you don't. I have a 49-inch curved screen, and along with the one that you see all these charts on, which is a 27-inch. So on the 27-inch, you're seeing 20 and 10, 200 and 100, and then you have the ES, which is 50 and 25 and 6 and 3. So those are the charts that you see here. And then you have a bunch of other ones that, like the 70 NT Rinko, the 50 NT Rinko, the 40 and the 30. So you're getting those charts as well. They give me information. Now the market is out of sync again. Like that 15, the market, if it was continuing to be short, you would have seen a reaction to harmony zone number 1, and then you got a pullback. Market sliced right through it. We broke this channel. So now there's a good chance that we can hit harmony zone number 2, and that's an area where the market will fade, then we'll go into this process again, and we need to watch it, go up here, maybe a little bit there, then start fading back in to that. The stop to that, the stop to shorts here will be that price around 370. Okay, and here you're getting a little bit of buying interest coming in. I mean, shorting interest coming in. That's good. Yeah, that double switch trade. I figure we'll go to 715. Then that's the testing of the channel will happen here, but you're getting a break. So if I'm asking myself, what did the market do here? It trapped. That's a trap, right? Because we had a big target of 269 and a half. Then that's our guide for big swing trades, but that doesn't mean that the market cannot counter trend along the way to a big target. We've done that earlier on in this formation. Like, see this formation went all the way up here, the market countered, hit harmony zone number 2, failed, meaning confirmed the short, and just boom, closed. So the market can continue to be trending in the direction, but wick back up. Why do they do that? Because they're trying to shake you off. They're trying to shake the big players off. And in the process of doing this type of behavior, they shake a lot of the small scalping players off. That doesn't mean you're small. It's just the scalping short-term traders get all wicked out of their trades when the market does this. So we could continue to look for the 269 and a half as a big target, while understanding that the market just built up a pocket of buyers. It's designed to take out all the shorts. Then once they're done, they can back and rotate into the selling pressure and flush back to a big target. So I have to be aware of the bigger picture. Then I have to be aware of the pocket, the current pocket of, either buyers or sellers that is active, and just continue to trade forward that way. Khalid, I saw the email, and I tried to install it. And let me send you a message. Good morning, by the way. All right, all right. So hold on, hold the phone. Captain setup. I gotta get involved in this thing. Really? I need a sell and I need a flush right here. Thank you. Boom. I'll take a quick 4 points off of that. It has a potential for a bigger target, but I'm gonna scalp this. That's a 6 prong captain setup short. It should flush actually to 20 or 15 in the next few seconds. I'm just gonna take the quick scalp version. The stop to it is 37. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Samuel. Just take the quick one, and we'll move. But it should be a bigger trade. Whenever you get like a 6 prong captain setup, you should be able to get a bigger move off of it. So we got the reversion to the mean 20. We'll see if they're gonna try to hold it here. Go from there. It's 11 o'clock. I didn't even realize it's 11 o'clock. Holy crap. Yeah, okay. So we'll see if they're gonna retry it. Because sometimes what they do is they get here, flush it middle of the range, top of trading. As long as they don't break 40, which really it looks like they're about to, the way they're moving on it. But if they don't and they hit like the 34 half, and then they go back in with a one candle reversal, then that's I can start looking back into a short. Hey Khaled, we can talk. I mean, email me or something. Maybe I'm missing something on that. How did we do, Steven? Okay, it's okay. Well, we're gonna keep working, buddy. We're gonna keep working at it. And let's see, what time is it? I know it never feels good, right? Keep every day in every way get better and better and better at. It's an art and a science. So okay. So a higher low against a lower high. They're gonna trap everybody here above 40. You're gonna see it here happen very quickly. They're gonna try to trap people above all these shorts right here. They're gonna blow them above 40. They're trying at least. Yeah. Well, Samuel, people shift what they're doing constantly because they're chasing money. So if they get something that doesn't make money, then they shift to the next thing that they think is going to make money. Then and they constantly have not improved the process. So you really have to stick with one thing and just get so good at it that it makes money. It's a process-driven business. See that 40, boom, they're gonna just blow everybody out of there. They're sneaky bastards, but we're on to them. They're sneaky bastards, but we're on to them. Anyway, so that's 497. These are the trades we took. And this week, I'm just keeping it the morning session. So 497. We're equity high. I'm gonna keep it just the morning session. I gotta go take care of my wife. She's out of school, and once she's back into school on Monday, we'll start doing the extended session. We'll trade the whole day. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully everybody done well today. It looks like most of you have made money and made good decisions. That's the most important part. But if you want, let me know, how did you do? Abe, where we at? Any trades, Khaled? Marty, any improvement? You did good early on. Mike, Ravendra, Sheila, Sayed, Samuel, AKU, everybody else, Mr. Dev, trade for peace and money. Oh, yeah, well, trade for money, peace, it's hopeless. Straight drop. How we're doing? GED, where we at, buddy? Hi. All right. Up Marty, man. That's good stuff right there. Up 2800. No trades for Mike. That's okay. Shingo, no trades. $40 and coming back. I mean, All right, guys. That's it for me. Good day. We'll do this again Thursday. See you on the next one.